Well, so we have the newspapers in the studio. We'll start with the Daily Graphic. It has on the front page, President courts Iranian investors. Sorry for the English. My foundation it was not good. President courts Iranian investors and meets with Ayatollah. Meningitis kills 93, but fatally rate going up. Hey. Meningitis kills 93.
You want some tea or coffee?
Actually, the foundation is wrong. Foundation. Meningitis kills 93, but fatality rates going down. 12. 2 MPs, judge attacked by armed robbers. And apparently one is my good friend, George Lowe.
George, shall I please read the details? Let's see.
George. King George. George Lowe.
I don't know. The police should be picking up some kind of.
Okay, Georgie.
Because how can just coming after the death of one MP, how can two other
the two
MPs?
of them are NDC MPs, one for Amasaman, the other for Not Dying, George Lowe, and also Imanoni Okainlai, and as well as a judge also. I don't know what to do about
But can you start the story? Like, I want to know.
It says 2 members of parliament and a high court judge have allegedly been attacked in separate robbery incidents at their residences in Accra. They are the NDC MP for Amasaman, Emmanuel Ni Okainlai, as well as George Lowe of North Dying, and the High Court Judge Richard Ejay Frimpong. That should be Justice Richard Ejay Frimpong. And the 3 incidents happened at dawn last Saturday at different locations in the capital. No arrest has been made so far. If the police don't arrest anybody, wahala. Back page, we have train derailed at Tema Community 1. Apparently, we're told that about 6:44 a.m. The shuttle train carrying about 24 passengers derailed. An eyewitness told the Daily Graphic that the 2 persons allegedly sustained slight injuries, and that's how it is, as it is now.
They're good?
We also have police impound 204 bags of Indian hemp at Apesika. Aish.
How is that headline?
In Tampe.
How is that headline?
Police impound. I know in some papers.
Okay, but this one says, we found in every home at Apesika 204 bags seized.
Why do we have
17 arrested?
Do we have 204 houses in Apesika?
Let's see, because like
They've been
we
growing
found
weed in
every
Apesika.
home.
Hey,
Every
in
home.
Tampe.
The story says that 21.
They call it a
Okay, so this one says 21
Serious?
households at Apesika in the Kwewu East district of the Eastern region have been found to be cultivating weed during
in Nigeria,
police
they call it
swoop
Igbo.
in the
Igbo.
area on Friday dawn.
Igbo.
Each household was found with at least a bag of dried leaves suspected to be Indian hemp, popularly known as weed. The suspects have been screened and scaled down to 11,
Igbo.
5 females and 6 males who would be put before court today.
I hear that the ringleader was a woman.
Yeah.
Hey, women to have been taking Igbo.
So we've got
in
the
Tampe.
sacks. You can see the
Egba,
sacks of
Egba.
we on the front page of the paper. Also, what doctors, nurses stage aluta that we brought you detailed of it. Rafiq Salam in Wa filing that report for us. So you find an old woman going back home. The paper says on the front page of the paper. President urges all. Pray for Ghana. President asking all of us to pray for the country. That story you can find page 16 inside the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Let's get to the back page. This was in the Daily Graphic as well. 2 injured as Tema shuttle train derails, and experts discuss air transport safety. That will be the headlines that I'm looking at in the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Roro.
On the front page of the Daily Guide, we have the story. NDC dodges court over 5.5 million EC cash. And do you know how the story goes? There's an accountant, the time he was sacked. And apparently has been spilling beans. I think professionally, that was very much unethical.
So this was
because
when
whatever
somebody
it is that
wanted
you did for
to contest as presidency. Be a presidential candidate for the NDC.
And I think that as an accountant, if you belong to a professional body of accountants, you're not supposed to do, because whatever you do, I'm talking like normal corporate ethics. And I'm not saying, well, this is maybe the political or the politics of it, but whatever it is that you did for a company. So, you can imagine you work for one company, you move there, then you said they were doing this, or they were dodging taxes and things like that.
But isn't he a professional accountant? So he knew he knew the organization was doing wrong.
I think
and he helped them. Shouldn't he be prosecuted then?
Now we also have on the front page, AfriWave contract illegal, says the MPP. And the story has a caption of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, who's a member of parliament for Manhyia. And that's very stories on which page? Okay, it says the member of parliament for Manhyia South, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, aka Napo, says the license issued to AfriWave Telecom Ghana Limited to operate the controversial ICH for telecom companies is illegal and cannot be used, because he says that all this has been done without any proper legal backing. And he says that it needs to be re-looked at, and well, that's the current situation. I said also on the front page we have in Sawam, we farmers busted. Okay.
Yeah. So what? They were. Did they know what they were doing? Like, do they know what it is? Of course they do. That's a silly question. You know, I think who made the call that this should be a national debate. We should talk about this again.
Weed?
Yes, we should.
I don't think we should legalize it, if that's where you're going.
No,
and apparently JB Dankwa is his 1 week today. The incident happened Tuesday a week ago.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's true.
It's a very sad incident.
See, Ghana, we've already stopped asking the crucial questions.
What should we
don't know. Nothing has come up again. Nothing has come up again after the arrest. After the guy said, okay, he didn't enter the house.
But even those ones are not from former police sources.
Yeah. So police officially is not saying anything. Like, we don't know where we are with the investigations.
And this is of public concern, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Especially
we're very much interested in this.
Especially after the report that 2 other MPs
have been burgled.
Yeah.
Charlie.
We should know. The police should be talking to us. I mean, they are our friends. That's what they say. Like, we're not supposed to be afraid of them. They should be briefing us.
Yes,
this one is of public interest. We want to know every step of, where you've gotten to with the investigations. Otherwise, people are just afraid, like you don't know who's going to be next. Let me do the final newspaper. That's what's next for us here on the show. We won't write off $20 million debts. VRA tells Golden Star Resources importers to demonstrate against stamp tax. That's another story. The GRA exceeds 2015 tax target by 2.9%, targets 28.86 billion Ghana cedis in 2016. Ghana's water crisis will worsen, according to a geographer, and the Boase water treatment plant shuts down. Let me go to page 2. I want to do a bit of the story about we won't write off $20 million debt. And the story says that a request by Golden Star Resources, a mining company, to the Volta River Authority to write off about $20 million debts of the company's unpaid electricity bills has backfired, as the board of directors of the VRA has rejected the request. Currently, Golden Star Resources owes VRA about $40 million in unpaid electricity bills and has applied through the Power Ministry for cancellation of half of its debts. The request from Golden Star Resources came at a time that VRA's debt is heading towards $2 billion. VRA supplies bulk power to all mining companies, including Golden Star Resources. Now, if a company can write through the Ministry of Power to the VRA to cancel its debts, why would the ECG be chasing people who owe very little money? How could this even be? How could they have allowed them to owe so much money when they make a lot of money from what they do as a mining company? I don't get it. So these are the things. Then they'll wait and then they'll chase us. We small people who consume little. We don't get it.
It's very sad.
But these are the people who owe VRA. These are the people whose monies can make a difference. When if they paid it, it would make a huge difference. $40 million. Really?
Front page of the Daily Dispatch has a story. Federation of Disabled, they warn about abuse on Green Street. The story is continued on the back page. Alleged murder plot of candidate exposed. And then there's a paper belonging to Ben Efson, always factually reliable.
Your uncle.
Factual.
Add it.
It's been a while I've been to him.
Disclosure, full disclosure.
I'm telling you, I'll be in deep trouble. First Lady closes African Conference on Sexual Health Rights. And those are the stories we have. Are you done with the newspapers?
The Business and Financial Times, you've touched on it?
No, not yet.
Okay, the Business and Financial Times. That's the last newspaper. We've got lots of messages. We want to quickly run through a few. Travelers denied benefits of oil price fall. Crack the whip on illegal miners. Government urges. Africa's big cities offer investors hope in hard times. On the back page of the BNFT, you find invest in tourism to save economy, according to Kwame Ofosu Bamfo. Oh, that's the chairman of Alisa Hotels and 2015 Best Hotelier Award winner Kwame Ofosu Bamfo. He's urged businesses or business owners in the tourism industry to continually invest in their facilities so as to help speed up Ghana's tourism development drive. We want to say Ayiko to you, sir. We know that you do a lot of hard work. And Alisa Hotel definitely watching us this morning, so we salute you. That's it for the headlines, but quickly on WhatsApp. Fred, give me a couple of minutes. Good morning, Roland Mamavi. I pray for good health and prosperity for you. It's from Mohammed A. Rahman in Gushigo. He says, keep it up. Thank you very much for that message. Ahmed says the people of Wantugu are in dire need of water. Wantugu is in the Tolon district. Ahmed, thank you very much for that message. And this one says, we as a public need updates on the JB's matter. However, police are not only seek AG's advice on MPP visible forces, but Azuka Boys as well, by Karim Gbana sending us that message. And this one says, please, Mami, I think the water predicament the people are going through may be competing with the natives of Chireponi. We struggle with animals in our small dam to fetch water. When will our Redeemer come? It's from Yombo Bawa Moses in Chireponi sending us that message. This is Afelete Avulaina Kuse saying, Roland Mamavi, please, when will Children of the Pits be shown? I have been waiting to watch all. And Meda, robbery attack recently. What is wrong? We'll give you an update on the Children in the Pits. This one's from Dr. Abedi Kwada, so aka Big Shoes. Big Joe Shoes says, it is so sad how teachers are being treated in this country. I don't understand why a very sensitive aspect of every nation's development is being treated like unimportant department in this country. Many of them are not paid for close to 2 years. Why? So how can they take care of themselves and their family? Government should please try and pay the teachers, because most of the ladies have now resorted to sleeping with men for survival. So sad, you say. Hi to Pajo of Big Joe Shoes near Kwadaso Onion Market, Pakistan, of Esu Yeboah IPT Fitem, and Mr. Ishmael of Mokap Microfinance near MPAB. Okay, we have to take a pause on the messages. We've got lots of them. When we come back from sports, we will read more messages to you. This one says, welcome back, Ro. May God bless you. And morning to Mamavi is from Peter Afua in Zebela. Here's Benedict Osudankwa with the latest sports for you here on the AM show. Please do stay.